Alright guys, I don't really make videos like this, but I just thought I'd give my 3 months opinion on the Veloster N. This is my first new car, and before this I had pretty much every Civic Si generation you could think of, and those were great cars. They were fun, but really in the long run, I've always wanted something like a true dedicated, sport platform, and this meets that requirement that I was looking for. And all I can really say so far is that I fucking love this car. It's definitely the funnest car I've ever driven. I'm a huge naturally aspirated guy, and so coming to this turbo platform I was kind of hesitant, but it wasn't until I rented it on Turo for about a day that I really came around to just really loving it, because the car, that's kind of segues to my first point about the car, is that it's just so responsive. All the touch points, the clutch, the shifter, the gas, it all feels super responsive and just really dialed into the driver. Yeah, even the steering, I just love how you can customize everything. My custom mode is set to light steering, because even then it still feels great to me. The heaviest setting is too heavy in my opinion, but at the lightweight steering it feels pretty good. Everything else is just stiffened up. I can show you here if you can see. I don't know if you can see that, but I have everything set to basically the max, except for steering. And that's just the way I like it. It's just, I like the rough suspension. Some people might not. It is pretty, it's not rough, it's just, you're definitely bouncing, like you'll feel everything for sure, but it's not super harsh. But if you're going over some big potholes or something, you'll probably feel that real hard. I believe the car's 275 horsepower and 260 torque, I believe. And the power is pretty linear. Pulls all the way to redline, from my experience. It sounds fucking awesome. It's like, how can you not love that exhaust? Still letting it warm up, but you can already kind of hear it. I hope. Front-wheel drive platform unless you really step on it during a turn or something, but even then the LSD really helps out in that respect. Today, good for boost weather. Anyways, other points, the sound system's pretty good. It's not the best, but it'll definitely do the job. Highly recommend you use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, because it sounds way better than Bluetooth. The modes, just super cool. Like, I can be with my girlfriend or a friend that maybe just wants to just go from point A to point B and not really, you know, get fucked up on the way. Just put it in normal mode, and it actually is really soft. It feels like pretty much like my oldest size. I got the car. This is a 22 Veloster N, by the way. I got it, like I said, 3 months ago, and I was fortunate enough to get it at MSRP, which I know is kind of hard to do. I literally called like 100 dealerships until one finally just, I guess it just either didn't know what was going on or whatever, but it ended up getting it, drove it all the way home. It took about 6 hours from where I picked it up, and fortunately, like a month in, some construction company was doing some work on my road, and they fucking hit my car. Luckily, it was only cosmetic on the front bumper, and that's been repaired since, but still fucking annoying. But either way, the car it's just so great to drive. Even if you're just cruising, it's just something about it. It just feels so good. I've driven other cars, like I've driven a GT350, which was pretty great of a car itself, but stepping out of that right into this, I just immediately fell back in love with this, and I think I'd pick this over GT350 any day. It just feels so light, feels nimble, it revs so quick, and it's got a great amount of torque. So many cars on Turo, so I'm sure I can check, but oh yeah, I've driven an S2000, I've been in a GTR, I've been in Tesla Model, I think it's like a Tesla Model 3, the performance package, or whatever you would call it. I also had a motorcycle. This is almost like a motorcycle in car form. I know that sounds stupid, but I just really love how driver oriented this car is. Always looking forward to driving this car. Going to work, going to, grocery getting, whatever. It's just great. Seats, probably can't see them, but they're the new bucket seats that came after the 21, and I personally really love them. I know they're not as comfortable as the previous years, but they definitely hold you in a lot better, and they look great. And they have the N logo that lights up. Looks awesome when you go to get in your car or getting out of your car. Really hope you can hear that exhaust. It sounds really good. What else? Yeah, just overall thoughts. Car just is a very, very fun car for the money. You really can't beat it. Oh yeah, it's another thing. I have driven a Type R as well. I was thinking about that. Never really a fan of the Type R, at least looks wise. I did test drive one, and to be honest, it just felt like my Psy. I had a 9gen SI that had the K24 engine, and felt really nice, torquey. And it basically felt kind of like that, except with more high-end power, and obviously just a lot better handling. But it didn't feel that. I didn't really feel like it justified whatever the markups were on it and the price. Plus, exhaust it basically has no exhaust, and yeah, that's not cool. I'm not really an exhaust guy, but for it to sound like a normal Civic, that's just kind of lame. this car has it all, and it's cheaper, and I love this car way more than the Type R. Let's put it that way. And I think anyone that can at least test drive one of these and maybe compare both back to back will really just know that this one is a lot funner. Appreciate you coming on this trip with me and hearing my thoughts on it. First time really doing something like this, but I don't know, just hopefully I can convince you to go buy one or at least drive one, because it's really a great car. I'm gonna go put some air in my tires because I believe they're about 2 psi low, and yeah, just leave your comments below and just let me know what you think.